This is Dragonfly's Review on the Fly. Viewer discretion is advised. This following content is not intended for children under the age of 13. 13. So if you're 13 and older, you can watch. Otherwise, please do not watch this content. Also, for your information, there may be personal comments.
Alrighty. This is Transformers Galactic Odyssey Collection Micron Micromasters 6-pack. You get this nice box. I love the artwork inside these boxes. They're beautiful. I'm going to take this out. And then there's a really nifty picture up inside there. It almost looks like Optimus Prime. Kind of find that kind of neat. I'm not sure if they're alluding to something with that or what, but the figure inside that box almost looks like Optimus Prime. But yeah, he has nothing to do with this video. I just thought that was kind of neat. It's the same thing right there. Again, they give you one of these cards that say Micron. It gives you the planet. On the back, gives you information about the planet again here. I'm not going to sit through and read it all. Give you some nice instructions yet again. So, you have that. Now, some of these are Autobots and some of these are Decepticons. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, because they're not all that difficult. So, don't mind me if I'm going through these kind of weird. But anyways, for comparison, I'm going to put on here their mold mates. So we have this one. I don't know how well he's going to show up or stand, for that matter, on this foam. There we go. That one is Sting Racer. So this is Sting Racer. This is his mold mate. His name is eluding me right now. I'd have to go back through and all mine and figure out which ones are which. That's his mold mate. And we have him and his mold mate, which is Big Daddy or Daddy-O, whichever you want to call him. I mean, they're just straight up repaints. There's nothing different about them. And we have... Oh, by the way, that Transformer there was... Windstorm with Daddy-O there. Here is Decepticon Runner and his mold mate. Then we have Roadburner and his mold mate. Then we have Fireguard and his mold mate. Then we have Decepticon Motorhead and his mold mate. Just for comparisons. Get into these one at a time. We'll do the big one together here first. I mean, they're kind of limited with how much I could do. I mean, for what they are, they are what they are. I mean, his arms can go all the way around. He bends at the knees because of transformation. He can do splits about there. You know, about there, and then, I mean, his arms can do about that. You know, they got a little bit of flexibility there. His head should turn, but they're so tight I can't even get mine to turn very well. I'm going to have to maybe get a hold of them with some pliers and move them back and forth a bunch of times, and like grab a hold of them with like maybe a cloth so I don't crush the head, and maybe wear him down a little bit, because his head is supposed to move and his partner is supposed to move as well. So yeah, we'll transform him real quick. So what we do is fold that down because we're going to connect the two. To me, they're one vehicle. They have it to where they could be two separate vehicles, but you want to slot that together after pulling those out. Fold that there. I'm going to take these arms and fold them up to where their shoulders are up there. Rinse and repeat the other side, and you got that one. And then this guy, he's kind of wonky. He really can't do much with his knees. And he could do a little bit of a split, but not much. His arms, I mean, they don't have a lot. They just, I mean, they can go around 360, you know, about like that. I mean, you can do a little bit of stuff with them. His head should be turned. Actually, I can't get his head to move at all, and it's actually crooked where it sits. But his mold mate, the head turns, so I gotta see if I can somehow free it up. I don't know how I'm gonna get at that. Might have to get on it with some pliers or something like that and try and move it. He really does not have a lot of posability to transform this half. You just pretty much do that. Tuck it underneath there. And you want to take and do that. Do that. And then you have that half. Then you want to just peg them together. Set him aside. Now we're going to go with Decepticon Motorhead. This box has been like a sea of yellow. You get like 3 yellow figures out of this entire box. When I first opened this box, I was like, holy shit, the yellow. I was quite shocked how much yellow was in the box. I did not expect it. I know I had seen the product shots online, and it didn't really dawn on me until I opened the box how much yellow there actually was. So I was like, wow, that's a lot of yellow. Anyways, his arms can do like about that. I mean, he can't go all the way around. I mean, I guess if you do that, you can, but you still can't go all the way around. He does have a waist. You can spin it around. Can't do much with his arms. I mean, you can just straight out. These Micromasters are very limited in their range of motion. They all got deep knees due to transformation. So yeah, there's that. Sculpt is pretty good. I mean, for what it's supposed to be. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to transform them. These Micromasters are pretty quick. You bend that up like that. Get them in there. I'm going to pop the arms into place. And I've learned that to get this to sit flush, you got to make sure you pull these out, and then that'll go down. Because if these are pushed in a little bit, they don't like to, this hood piece does not like to sit flush. I know the instructions show that you could turn them into weapons. I'm not even going to do that because I think it's a lame thing. I don't like the weapon gimmick with it at all. So it's not something I'm going to even touch on with this review. To me, it's something stupid they threw in. Then we're going to go with this guy here, which is Decepticon Runner. He, I like his color. This blue is quite nice. One of the things, I don't know how well it's going to show up. I'm going to see if I could lightly sand it. For some weird reason, my copy had a plastic blister right here, and I could catch my nail on it. I've seen this like kind of blistering when you like have had a utensil for the kitchen get old and the plastic gets weak, and so you wind up with the plastic blistering. Kind of reminds me of that. Anyways, he looks pretty good. With this set, we finally get the rest of one of the Micromaster patrols. I can't remember which one it is, but we got the last two to the set. I'll have to find that out again, which set that was. I had it saved on my computer because I was going to put it in this review, but I totally forgot it now. But I mean, his arms can go full 360 all the way around. He has a waist as well. He has a knee bend, but not super deep. He can do the splits about that far. But that's about it. His sculpt is pretty good. I like his sculpt too. But I'll transform this guy now. Real simple. Fold the hood down. Fold these up. And then there's a little peg there. You want to snap that together. And I found that mine likes to stick apart there. But if I hold that together and push that in there, there's a little tiny nub right there and a little slit right in here. I'm going to put that slit over that nub, and it actually kind of holds it together further. Now this guy, we're going to get into next, which is Autobot Windstorm. Now, me, as well as I know of a few others that have played with molds similar to this, we don't really care for these big shoulder pylons. So it really limits the figure. I mean, you can go around 360 with them. I can't really go out further. You know, so it's not very posable that way. I like the car mode. We'll get into that in a minute. He has a super deep knee, you know, because of the transformation like the other ones. You can do splits about, move his arm out of his way, to about there. He has a waist. But yeah, that's about it for that. Transform him real quick, just like the other Micromasters. Real quick, you know, you bend that up, line the arms right on up. There's a little tab there and a little slot there. Do that, you know, just peg that on the back there, and then you close the hood. And voila, You have another one. I like that 57 Chevy. I think that's 57 Chevy anyways. But I like him. I like the way he looks. I love the color. I love the flames. Last but not least, this guy, which is Sting Racer. The instructions don't show him as an Autobot or a Decepticon. But the other ones have, you know, they say what they are with them, so maybe he's unaligned. I don't know. But I mean, I like the sculpt on this one. You know, I don't care for these big shoulder pylons. They could have easily attached them to the hood. I did that in a custom I did. He has a waist. You know, super deep knee due to transformation. Arms really can't do much other than, you know, you can spin them 360 like that. You know, his head doesn't turn. You know, he can do the splits about that far. Oh, his leg popped off. Whoops. There we go. Get in transformation. Peg his legs together. Put his arms to his sides where they're pretty much where they're at. Close that up. And do that. Then you have him in his alt mode. Nice little car. Nice muscle car. Rolls real good. Like the other ones. They roll pretty good. This one don't roll as good. That one doesn't roll as good either. This one rolls halfway decent. And for comparison, we're going to bring these guys in. The mold mates. With each one. I think that's pretty slick. It's a good set if you're into Micromasters. I got pretty much all the Micromasters that have been released. So I'm not really missing any as of this recording other than what has not been released yet. There's good points and bad points with them, like the shoulder pillars on some of them, and you know, stuff like that. I love their alt modes. They're nice little transformers. You know, there's not much to say other than, you know, they're good. If you're into Micromasters, get them. You know, but if you're not really into Micromasters, I would pass on them, but I do like them because I like to collect. So I mean, but yeah, I mean they're pretty good. But they may not be for everybody. Because I know a few people don't care for certain styles. So, anyways, this is Dragonfly signing out. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell notification and like this video if you like my content. Thank you.